Weakness to warrior mindset. That was Dirty Old Town by the Pogues. I'm going to talk about the harmonica today instead of fitness. I'm going to talk about this little piece of equipment that brings me a lot of joy and brings me a lot of pain and frustration. You see, I didn't pick the harmonica picked me. What do I mean by that? Well, I got a thought in my head one day, like, I should learn how to play the harmonica. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever experienced thoughts like that. Not harmonica, but like random thoughts in your head. But that's usually how things go in life. You get these random thoughts in your head, and you never freaking investigate that, or you never put, time and effort into it. And then you just pretty much mentally masturbated. So like when this popped in my head, I was like, hell yeah. So I got on the internet, and the first thing I ordered was a Hohner. Not this type. This is the Hohner Rocket Amp. It's designed for playing in front of a microphone because it's pretty loud. But I got the Hohner, just the regular. This is the key of C. So I got that, and then I tried to, I figured out the first song I wanted to play, and the first song I wanted to play was the theme song to The Last of the Summer Wine. You should, it's a British comedy, you should go watch it. It's not your typical funny American-based ha-ha comedy. You got to get the humor, but Last of the Summer Wine by Roy Clark. So I started playing that, and then I was like, man, I like to play the blues. So I started out with, like I said in my previous videos, a bunch of other videos, Beginner to Boss. Luke is a great teacher. He just teaches you the fundamentals, and he teaches you songs like Dirty Old Town, Stay With Me, Every Breath You Take by the Police, things along that nature. So you at least you gain some confidence in being able to play something, and then you transgress into the higher stuff, like single notes, tongue blocking, bending, glissandos, slides, vibratos, all that sort of good stuff. Tongue slaps. But what I did was I just went out and got a freaking stupid notebook, and I just, started writing down, my own personal things, like the way I would be able to read and have, a bunch of songs in here. Trust me, no one's ever going to be able to remember all the songs that I have in here. So usually I have a book, and I usually pick a song out of there and practice it and play it. But the harmonica, the best thing about the harmonica is there's not a lot of harmonica players out there. I mean, there's a myriad of people that play the frickin' guitar, the drums, but there's not a lot of harmonica people out there. Or the ukulele for that matter. But that's going to be another video and another subject. The thing I like about the harmonica is it's an old-timey sort of instrument that, it's really not that hard to learn how to play. It takes technique. Like blowing single holes versus, chugging. Chugging is just, playing one or two to three holes at a time, and single holes is obviously single holes. It gets really hard when you get up into higher notes like the 7s and the 8s and the 9s, because you can blow on the 1 through the 5, but once you get up into higher notes, the 6, it takes a little bit less breath, which seems weird because this is like the 4 blow, And to get the same amount of sound, I have to blow a half as less on the blow 8. So it would be. Now, if I want the full speed as I blow on the 4 blow, would be. You wouldn't get much air because the reeds are vibrating so fast that it's not able to freaking make a sound. So these are especially good, especially for a survival. I mean, fuck a whistle. I mean, anybody can blow a whistle. They might think it's something else, but if you're playing like some sort of, someone's gonna know that that's a harmonica. I mean, think about that. It's a good survival tool and a signaling tool. It's also a good tool because, trust me, there are times that, I think I sound like shit. Like, man, like that sounded horrible. And anybody that's never played the harmonica, that's never been on a harmonica, is going to be like, that sounded pretty good. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds all right. But then there are times where I think I sound good, and I'm sure people think I sound like crap. It's just one of those things that you have to get used to. So, like, through the training, like they teach you how to do certain things, like blow single notes, and it's called the pucker. You'd be like, not like trying to kiss your mother or your grandmother. It's like a semi-pucker. So basically what I've done is I figured out a way to make it even simpler. So blow single notes, this is, this is blowing 1 or 2 notes. You can probably hear the difference. That's the 1, 2, and 3. This is the 3-hole blow. The way I'm going to teach you is this. You get a harmonica, you blow a harmonica, you stick your fucking finger in your mouth like this, and then you close down on your finger and you pull your finger out. That's the shape of your embouchure, or the shape of your lips that you want. Very simple. Instead of trying to, like, normally they teach you blow, single chord, or you blow chords and then you switch, you move your mouth down to the note. So it'll be like, it's much easier just stick your finger in your mouth. Very, 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 very simple. As long as your finger's, not dirty, It's a great little instrument because, again, it's portable. Like, if you're stuck in a traffic jam, whip this bad boy out, start playing. Again, it's not something that everybody plays every now and again. Like, you could be walking through Walmart and playing it. I mean, what are people going to do? Tell you shut up? What are you going to tell them to fuck off? I mean, no one says you can't play a harmonica in the frickin' Walmart. People talk on their phone like loud and obnoxious and intrusive. So why don't you just play the harmonica? Anywhere, everywhere you go. I'm sitting in the frickin' sauna at the gym, and I'm playing the harmonica.
Right? Yes, sir. That's all you can do, man.
Yep. And then people freaking talk loud and try to ruin my video. That's what you have to be able to put up with when you're recording in public, in the public eye. So I'm in here sweating. Actually, it's the best place to play the harmonica because the heat kind of fucks with your breathing because it's like 165 fucking degrees in here. And it's hard to breathe, so it's going to be hard to play the harmonica. So basically, you're just going to have to develop your own language. Like here, I got pluses and minuses in front of the notes. The minus is the draw chord. The plus is the blow chord or blow note. Um, there's going to be certain, marks that tell you when to thrill, or trill, I'm sorry, trill is just basically this. Something I struggle at, which I practice, and I don't practice damn near enough, then I should practice more. It's just going back and forth between two chords. Two notes, I'm short, sorry. And then the bend is just. Glissando. It's just basically sliding up to a note. I'm probably wrong with that, but it's also called slide. Vibrato is just like. There's things like, pronunciation using the ta, the ka, the coughing technique. There's all kinds of, weird stuff that you can just, once you get good, or you just, in the beginning, you just mess around with and learn how to play. And it's a great instrument, Me, I pretty much kind of focus on technique. I jump ahead and learn the techniques before I actually learn the songs. That way, when I get to the advanced things, I already know the techniques. Like, at this point, I shouldn't be playing vibratos or slides or certain bends, but I've jumped ahead and be like, because I want to play certain songs, and I know the notes, and timing's the issue. Timing's always going to be the issue for people getting everything in time, whether it's a half note, quarter note, eighth notes, playing on the single notes, playing on the ands, like the 1 and 2 and 3. That's going to be the hard part, getting all that shit down, because again, it takes timing. You can have the best technique, but if your timing sucks, you're going to sound like crap. That's another thing I got to work on, is timing. So one thing someone taught me is, like, when they ask you, say you're doing anything, say the harmonica, and they were like, well, what do you want to achieve with the harmonica? Well, I want to get better. Well, no shit, everybody wants to get better. You have to specify, you have to narrow in on exactly what you want to get better at. Like right now, I want to get better at the freaking trills. And again, trills is just going back and sliding back and forth between notes. So I'll work on that. Once I get that consistently and I'm good at that, the next thing is going to be working on timing, hitting the notes in the 4-bar chord, in the 12-bar blues section, so that it hits on the right one. Some of these, like Dirty Old Town, it's played better slow. And there's not really that much timing. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it, because it's basically only freaking 6 little short freaking notes. Most of the notes are only, the longest is like 5 notes. So you can pretty much play, whatever speed you want. But again, that's a little bit on the harmonica. I suggest that you pick up the harmonica. You learn how to play the harmonica. Again, it adds depth to your character. It adds layers to your life. So I'm going to play you out, and then I'm going to roll out. Thank you. Weakness to warrior mindset.